Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought that I would just hop on here today and play with a little bit of makeup. Nothing really new. A couple things that I'm still testing out, but everything I love. This is just a look that I like to throw on if I'm going to be going out to lunch with the girls, if I'm just going to be going to the movie with the husband. You know, even sometimes I'll just throw it on when I'm going to work, if it's for like a really important meeting or something. But this is all just something super simple, super affordable that anybody can do, just to kind of throw on some makeup and look really put together and like you put in a little bit of effort. So if that's something you guys are interested in, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and let's get into it. First, I'm just going to be going in with the Milani SPF BFF Primer. I have tried this out before. I really do like it. Really makes your skin just look radiant, glowy, healthy. So it just makes your skin look super healthy. I'm just gonna rub that in. Once my Milani primer has set in for a little bit, about 30 seconds, I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Original Smooth and Blur Primer and just put this on the T-zone area. The Milani one is really nice, but it really does not fill in my pores or my smile lines, especially wear throughout the day. So I really just like to put on kind of a pore filling primer. I'm on the hunt to find a new one, but this is just the one that I had in my stash. So I just put this right on my nose area and then on my smile lines, and then anything left over, just gonna run that up here. Once that has set for about 30 seconds to a minute, I'm gonna go in with my NYX Bare with Me Prime Set Refresh Primer Water. I really just like the way that this makes my skin look and feel. Once my face is all dry with that primer water, we see that we're getting the glowy, radiant finish that we like. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Infallible Pro Matte L'Oreal Paris Foundation. So far, I'm really liking this one. I do definitely want to try their regular and not the matte, just, you know, to see if I like it. But I really like the matte foundation mixed with the dewy primer. I think that that's a really great combo. So I'm just gonna take that with a sponge and apply it all over the face. Something that I really do like about this primer is how lightweight and skin-like it does look. It is one of those foundations that just really evens out your skin tone, and you can use it and blend it in so quickly. The only thing is I feel like it has a little bit of a quicker dry down, but I think that that's because it's matte. So if you're not really quick about blending out your foundation, you might get like those spots from when you put it down first. Just something to keep in mind. But I really do like this foundation and the way that it makes my skin look. Next, I'm just going to go in with my NYX Bare with Me Concealer Serum. I am still trying to decide if I like this, to be honest. It's nice, but I think I might have just gotten the wrong shade. I still haven't gotten a new one, but it's just so light. Like, actually, first, before I go in with that, I'm gonna go in with my Milani Supercharged Color Corrector in Deep Peach. Put a nice, decent amount of that on the skin and just go in and blend it. Now, since I'm not going to be using like a ton of primer and everything today, and I'm going for more of the natural vibe, I am just gonna place this across the eye as well to kind of cancel out some of that lid color. I really think that this Milani color corrector is absolutely amazing. I don't know what I was doing without it, but it is just gorgeous. It dries down, not matte at all, totally just skin-like. And I really love what it does for the look of my skin. Just totally wakens it up and gives me a nice clear base. Then I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I'm just going to use my finger with a very tiny amount. Kind of place it right here. Same thing on the other eye. And then just a dot right here. And here, go ahead and blend that in. I like to do it under my eye first without bringing it all the way up. And then I will bring it all the way up, looking up, blending it into those creases, and then bringing it down the base. And then on to my eyelid, because again, I'm not doing really anything super crazy with eyeshadow, so I do want all of my skin to be one nice even base. I'm going for a more natural look. I will put my concealer actually on the sides of my nose and totally avoid putting it on the center of my nose, because I think that that's a little bit more for a dramatic look in my opinion on my face. So I like to only put it on the sides, and then I am blending it in with my foundation sponge as well, so it just really helps to tie everything together. But I find that that is a really great trick for a more natural makeup day. Then I'm skipping out on cream bronzer today, but I am going to go in with my Undone Beauty blush, and I really enjoy this. I actually used it the other day and it just laid so beautifully on my skin. I didn't use too much, and so it just really looked natural and beautiful and wore beautifully throughout the whole day. So with that, I just go in with my brush, pick it up, stamp some off on the back of my hand, and then just apply it to the cheeks, just as so. If I need to pick some of that up off my hand, I can, and I don't look crazy. Just gonna go ahead and blend that in, but like, look how effortless and just natural that looks. Like, it's so beautiful. I'm so glad I didn't give up on it. Just really is the prettiest blush. I think I'm gonna try out some new colors this weekend for you guys, but I love it. Putting a little bit on my nose, just like, ooh, it's winter. Then I'm just gonna go on in with my Laura Mercier setting powder. I love this powder. I discovered it when I was doing my wedding makeup, and I just have such a hard time putting it down. I mean, I always use it. I need to try out some new powders, I know, but I'm just like, if it's, what is it? If it's not broken, don't fix it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place this here. Pressing it into the skin. Down here. I am going to try and make this powder the amount that I use last for as much of my face as possible, because when I use a lot of powder, I feel like that really just makes it look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, and we don't want that. my Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer. I'm obsessed with this bronzer. I think it's so beautiful. And I'm just going to run this just to put a little bit of that color back in, but not that much. What I like about using the powdered bronzer and not the cream bronzer is it just doesn't make it so harsh on the skin, and it just makes it look more like sun-kissed in a way. So I really do like that. I love cream bronzer, but for me, I just think it makes it look like, oh, I can obviously tell that she's wearing cream bronzer. You know what I mean? This is just more of a natural way of applying my bronzer by not layering it on top of a cream. I'm also going to take the bronzer with a big Morphe brush. This is M524. I'm just going to tap that in here and run that in the crease. Just really keeping it in the crease, not blending outward a lot. Just really in the crease right here. Windshield wiper motions and a little bit of circling, but not that much. So just the most effortless amount of bronzer on there. I'm gonna go in and just deepen that up. That is it. Put that on the outer edge and bring it in. Same thing on the other eye. And you can totally personalize this just doing bronzer on the eye. That's it. You can take it up higher, you can bring it all the way on the lid, you can darken up the outer V a little bit more if you want. Totally what you like. Then we're gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution London highlighter reloaded powder, and we're just gonna pop that on the tops of the cheekbones. This I will put right down the center of my nose, lightly on the tip of my nose, and then on my upper lip. I also like to put this on the brow bone, just a smidgen. And then I take some on my finger and I apply that to the lid. And this is just absolutely a super stunning color. Blending it upward a little bit. Patting it into that bronzer color. Same thing on the other eye. Then taking that bronzer and putting that right back over the crease just to define and darken up the lid a little bit. So that is it for the eyeshadow portion. I just think it really helps to open the eyes, but it also looks really not natural, but it doesn't look like, you know, like my Valentine's Day look where it's like, whoa, she got some color on her lids. It's just really natural, really pretty. It all flows together super well. I'm gonna take a super large, clean, fluffy brush and just kind of blend and marry everything together on my face. Just hitting those eyebrows, coming down on the blush, and just kind of blending all of those powders so that there's no separation. It's all just like blended and looking gorgeous. Once that's done, we're gonna move into the brows. I'm just gonna use my Anastasia Brow Wiz. Spoolie all of my brow hairs up. And then all I'm going to do is line the bottom of my eyebrow. And line the top of my eyebrow. And then kind of define the arch a little bit more. And then comb through that with the spoolie, just to kind of blend everything upwards so it looks just like hair. Do the same thing on the other side. Now obviously if you know, want to fill in your brows a little bit more, maybe you have a few more sparse areas, you might need to take a little bit more time on this. I keep some bald spots in my brows when doing natural brows just because I want it to look as natural as possible. So again, just combing that product throughout the brows. Then I'm just going to put a little bit of the E.L.F Wow Brow on there for a little bit more color and to help fill in those bald spots. I've tried using brow pens before, but I am just so heavy-handed that it looks so dark and so fake that I'm like, no, I just cannot pull off the brow pen. Wish I could, but I can't. Next, I'm just going to be going in with the Kvd Tattoo Liner. I am obsessed with this eyeliner. I think it is one of the best that I've ever tried. It stays in place all day. It is super black and super easy to work with, and when going for more of like a natural makeup look, I really like to just make my lash line look a little bit thicker. That's it. So all I do for this is I just take it and literally run it so that it's running right along my lash line in a very thin manner. Like, I am just trying to make my eyelashes look a little bit thicker. So I'm almost pushing this down into my lashes as I'm going. No wing, nothing. Can you just see the difference on how this eyelash looks so much more thicker than this one? And then with mascara, it's like, oh my gosh, maybe her lashes are really naturally thick. No, they're not, but we're faking it. So once the liner is on, I'm just gonna go in with my Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. And I'm just going to do one coat of this. That is it. I'm not going for super voluminous, super long, just one nice coat of it. Once that has dried, we're just going to go in with the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. I am actually really enjoying the way that this is making my makeup look, so I'm just going to go in with okay, you guys, this is it for the final look. I love the way it turns out. In the summer, I'll turn it a little bit more bronzy, maybe hit some pink in the crease with my blush, but I really like the way that it is just super cohesive. It is just like, oh, she did a little bit of makeup, but you know, how much time did she spend? We don't know. She's just looking great. So I highly recommend finding just a routine that works for you. Oh, I forgot my lips. On my lips, I am just wearing the Kvd Lollipop Lip Oil, and I am obsessed with this. I really like putting it on just when I'm doing my makeup, and then I'll usually wear this, and then when this runs out, I'll just throw on some Aquaphor, some Vaseline, something like that, but just something nice and nourishing for my lips is what I like to do on an everyday makeup routine. I don't like to have on a lipstick or a lip liner, anything like that. I just haven't found the right lip combo, I guess, that I feel like is everyday. So I just really like to have a nice, healthy, shiny lip on my natural days, especially when I'm going to be eating and talking and drinking and laughing. I just don't want to have to worry about reapplying my makeup a ton, my lip products. I just want it to be something I know, something I trust, and something I love. If you guys did like today's video, please do like and subscribe. I would love to have you join the little community that I'm hoping to build here. I am open to any suggestions, so please do comment down below what you would like to see next. And I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys on my next one.